NK Telco Sports welcomes you to coverage of high school basketball where the Houston Wildcats will take on the New Bremen Cardinals. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Speedway Lanes, and NK Telco. Again, welcome to New Bremen High School. My name is Greg Burning. My partner for tonight's game, Mr. Jeff Henchen. Jeff, first let's talk about the visitors from Shelby County, the Houston Wildcats, coming in 6-9 on the season.
6-9 overall. They suffered a tough loss against a pretty decent Russia team their last outing. And also in that game, they not only lost the game, but lost one of their leading scorers and rebounders, and Emily Earl twisted her ankle, will not play tonight. So as the saying goes, next person up, if you will. But that's a big shoe to fill. And just basically one game removed from that. They hope she comes back and maybe can play in her next league game. So tough break for the 5'11 junior, averaging almost 14 points a game and 10 boards. They'll look at their other players, if you will, to step up and contribute and make plays happen. And they're going to have their hands full against a team that's maybe playing their best basketball of the season right now, and that's in New Bremen. They come in at 7-7, had a big MAC win over Marion Local Flyers on Thursday night, and are beginning to put some pieces together. They're led by a very talented 6-foot senior, also averaging a double-double at 14 points and 10 rebounds, in Chloe Homan. So she seems to make things happy. She's light on her feet. I think she gets around people. She's quick. She's deceivingly quick. Not extremely strong because she's thin and, just not built, but yet she's very athletic, and her strength is her footwork, getting around the people and finishing with a nice soft touch, and that's something that's hard to stop when you're 6 foot. So New Bremen playing well. They have a home game tonight, and they're going to look to use this non-conference game as a way to, again, get their rhythm and get started and roll it into the final, what is now third of the season almost.
Should be a good matchup here from New Bremen High School. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Welcome back to New Bremen as we get set for our ball game here tonight. First, let's start with the starting lineups for the visitors, the Houston Wildcats. Their head coach is Brian Gillespie. As Jeff mentioned before, they come in with a 6-9 record on the season. Starting for the Wildcats, number 1, a 5'8" sophomore, Olivia Burks. Number 4, 5'8" sophomore, Lauren Crime. Number 5, 5'9" guard, Katie Meyer. Number 11, 5'10" junior, McKenna Vondenheuvel. And number 22, a 5'4" sophomore, Leanna Travis. And now for New Bremen, the home team, coached by Andy Timmerman. Number 2 for the Cardinals, 5'7" guard Marina Nelson. Number 3, 5'7" junior Mia Hirschfeld. Number 20, 5'9" sophomore Mary Rindler. Number 23, freshman, 5'10" forward Michaela Firks. And in the paint, number 30, 6' senior Chloe Homan. Cardinals come in with a 7-7 record on the season, as Jeff mentioned, coming off a big win, defeating in-conference rival Marion Local Flyers. Before we get started with the tip-off, let's talk about our Keyhole Pizza keys to the game.
Well, for the Houston Wildcats, they want to be aggressive, mentally aggressive, not only on offense, but also on the defensive glass. Make sure they are very active, don't give Bremen any extra shots. Also, next man up philosophy, all hands on deck. They got a warrior that's down, need to pick up the pace. And know your opponent, KYP. Know their strengths and weaknesses, the person that you're guarding. Those are the keys for Houston and for New Bremen. Coach Timmerman would like his team to bring the energy they did against Marion Local. And don't settle for just outside shots, and also be aggressive and active on defense.
So good opportunity there in the paint. Thanks to those keys, Jeff. Don't hit it, and there is a three-pointer by Nelson off the mark, and New Bremen will get opportunity number 3.
I think the first one came from Rindler in the paint. An interior shot that Rindler missed, and then the last one here was by Nelson.
It was actually Michaela Firks on the first shot. Number 23 for New Bremen. And Homan's pass is stolen away. Quick hands there in the paint by number 5, Meyer for Houston, and they will get it on the turnover. Krim will walk it up for Houston. Dumps it off to Travis. Little miscommunication there out top. And that's Varsity losing the handle, on New Bremen coming up with a steal. Nelson pulls it back, gets it across the half-court line. And Houston, much like their JV game, settling into a 2-3, kind of a 1-1-3 zone defense. Hence the reason I'm sure Coach Timmerman was talking about not settling on outside shots. Great inside pass to Rindler, no good. Second shot there by Firks, also off the mark. So 2 more opportunities for New Bremen, come up with nothing. Meyer looking inside there, can't get it to go in to her teammates. Loose ball picked up, though, by Houston. Neither team gotten a really good shot here yet, and a great pass inside. I believe that was from Burks' assist to giving it to Katie Meyer for the first bucket.
A breakdown in the Bremen defense as Meyer did a nice job kind of sneaking along the baseline from the backside, and Burks did a nice job recognizing her, and cashing in was Katie Meyer for her first 2 points. She averages 10 points a game and 4 rebounds.
There's Hirschfeld swinging around the far side. Nelson. High post to Homan, back out to Hirschfeld. 3 ball on the way. Money. That's a great sign if you're New Bremen, as Hirschfeld able to knock down a 3.
Not so sure she makes a lot of 3-pointers on the season. Just a 17% shooter from that range. Only averages just over a little bit of a point, or under a point and a half a game. So a good spot for her to hit it, and confidence builder possibly.
Definitely seen in the last couple games Hirschfeld being a little more aggressive on offense, just taking an open shot when it's there, and that was an open shot knocked down by Travis.
5'4" sophomore answers it back, Greg. That's a big shot as well for the youngster. Trying to hit the open shot and nailed it to answer New Bremen's 3.
So 5-3 here early in the first quarter. Houston on top on our First National Bank scoreboard. Little high-low action into home, a nice little turnaround off the glass, and is in, and we're even at 5.
Soft touch. Turned against her body, had the strength then to still shoot a difficult shot. She made it look very easy because the super soft finesse shot off the glass.
Yeah, knowing that nobody's standing that tall as her on the court tonight doesn't hurt. She's got good height and long arms. Houston just doesn't have a ton of height in there. The closest they would have is 11 Vonnehuvel, who sets at about 5'10", so not short by any stretch, but Homan has some room. That shot blocked by Rindler. Quickly back the other way is Homan for New Bremen.
Emily Earl, who's out tonight, is 5'11" for the Wildcats, so that's another kind of tough obstacle to have to overcome.
Nelson open 3 is off the mark. As both teams battle for the loose ball, it's tied up. It'll go back to Houston. A lot of energy by both teams here early on. Love seeing that. They're not coming out hesitant at all. Maybe missing some shots with a little adrenaline flying, but I think both coaches will take that.
Abby Burden in for the Cardinals, number 32, a 5'6" senior.
There was some of that energy right there as Homan steps in to steal a pass. Burden dumps it off to Homan. Homan's going to let it fly from 3 off the front iron, no good. Meyer up strong, and they'll be tied up. So the tie-up's going to keep it with New Bremen.
Good looking shot there from Homan. She's a very decent 3-point shooter at 32%, so able to do it from the outside, and obviously we've already seen her do it from the inside, and she's a very good free throw shooter, so she's a big part of the Bremen offense.
Our first substitution of the game I missed in the last possession was number 32, Burden, for New Bremen. As that ball passed out of bounds from Houston, will go back to the Cardinals.
Third Houston turnover. New Bremen with 2.
Coming back in is Ferks, as Homan will take a seat. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We're all tied at 5 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Swing it, Nelson. Burden open at the foul line, in and out. Good offensive possession there by New Bremen. Just couldn't get the bucket.
New Bremen got a really good look from Burden. That normally was Homan's spot, so 6-foot Homan comes out. And then comes Burden, who stands at 5'6", still able to get the elbow jumper, all but in for Burden. So Houston got maybe of a break there for the good-looking shot that didn't fall for the Cardinals.
Houston resetting. This is Krim. Swing it far side out top to Travis. Back out top to Krim. There's Meyer looking inside. Good pass and good cover up by Rindler. Cardinals almost come away with the steal. Krim on the runner, shot no good. Rebound New Bremen. Swinging around, Ferks fakes the 3. Little Euro step in the lane, goes up strong with it, can't get it to go. A lot of contact in the painted area. Houston comes away with it.
Nice move by Ferks. You mentioned the Euro step. Just couldn't get the shot to drop, but a strong move by the freshman.
Kick out to Krim, ball fake. Oh, good pass inside again. And missing a chippy there was Burks. I don't think she realized she was that
exactly.
open. It was a great pass.
It was a high percentage shot. She just rushed it, missed her mark, and Wildcats come up empty on what probably should have been 2 points.
Ferks again attacking, goes up, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around and taken by Krim. And
Ferks is going to have a sore body tomorrow. She's had a lot of contact going at the glass tonight. She's been not been rewarded at all. So, I mean, I'm not saying
right.
It seems like maybe it could have been some fouls. Don't know.
It's been
but
very physical
yeah.
for sure. On that last rebound, Mary Rindler picks up her first foul. The first New Bremen foul coming in the ball game for Houston. Number 2, Adriana Price.
And also number 12.
Number 12, Lauren Meyer, checking in the ball game for Houston. Homan checks back in for New Bremen. Cross-court pass got a little too much on it. From Vonnehuvel, goes out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to New Bremen. Both teams started out pretty quick here at 5. Kind of been sitting for a couple minutes.
Exactly.
Some defense kind of settling in.
Houston's been turning the ball over, and then they miss a high percentage shot. New Bremen just not been able to get their shots to drop. They've had some good looks. Homan back into the ball game.
And also for New Bremen, number 44, Keening in the ball game.
She's a 5'10 freshman, so again, decent size for the Cardinals.
Left open is Burden. Shot no good. Homan all by herself on the rebound, back up and in.
Well, she comes in averaging 10 rebounds a game. She now has 4 points. Finished that one with her left hand.
Pass inside to Burks. And on the pass after that, a loose ball lost by Vonnehuvel. And then a foul committed by Vonnehuvel on that loose ball. So that'll be her first.
Homan scores at one end and steals on the other end and then picks up the first foul of the game against the Wildcats.
Number 5, Katie Meyer will check back in for the Wildcats.
Each team with just 1 foul here, a minute and a half to play in the first quarter.
Burden working against the zone, swings it out to Nelson. High post, Homan wide open. Runner hits it and draws the foul.
It looked like there was a hitch in her shot, like maybe she was contacted. And no, I won't say a late whistle, but it definitely looked like she was hampered or hindered there. She makes her 6th point of the game, as I mentioned earlier, 77% from the foul line. That's very good numbers for a girl that averages 10 rebounds. You think she's would go to the line quite often, and she capitalizes at 7 early points.
Foul was against Krim for Houston, their second. 1:15 left to go here in the first quarter. Now 10-5 New Bremen on our First National Bank scoreboard. Krim thought about the 3, passes on it, swings it far side to Price. Good pass inside. Oh, and an excellent bounce pass from Burks. Meyer misses the gimme.
They missed a couple. Houston has some beautiful passes.
Yes.
Just have not been able to capitalize. Need to settle down. Maybe they know that Holman's in the area and they don't want to get their shot blocked.
Burden open for three, lets it fly in and out and back in. Nice soft touch. Abby Burden with the three. And New Bremen on a 8-0 run. Nice pass inside. Meyer puts her head down, can't get it to go. Rebound New Bremen. 25 seconds left here in quarter number one. Nelson passes on a Burden, open again. She'll let it fly. Check the hot scale, no good. Or heat check, I should say there. It's off the mark.
I honestly, when she shot the first one and missed, I looked down to record it. I thought someone had an offensive rebound.
Nope, rattled back in. The shooter's touch for Burden.
She comes in averaging 4 points a game. That bucket gave her her first three and a good run of offense. You mentioned we were stuck on 5 for a while when the Bremen has found the answer. Houston's not, obviously, but boy, they've had a couple good looks in that dry spell where they could have, had some high percentage shots.
Quick double team out top by New Bremen. Burks wide open on the bucket, but couldn't get it to her. 8 seconds left to go. Nice back cut Krim. She'll step into a three, no good. Rebound, Ferks. Final 2 seconds of the quarter, stolen, and it's good. A great play on the steal. I believe that was number 5, Katie Meyer, finishing off the quarter. So after one, New Bremen 13, Houston 7. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Start of the second quarter here from New Bremen. Cardinals went on a big run late in the second quarter, and the Houston Wildcats are able to salvage a couple points at the end off of a great steal from Katie Meyer to bring it to within 6 at 13-7.
That's a good play. They broke their scoring drought. They get the ball back here to start the quarter, and we'll try to bounce back with unanswered, a chance to score without the Cardinals getting a chance.
Step back three by Meyer, no good. Bremen picks up the loose ball. Get it across Nelson all by herself. She'll let it fly from three. It's no good. Hirschfeld with a good hustle, almost saves it. Steps on the out-of-bounds line. Turnover will give it back to Houston.
The Bremen first quarter shooting 3 of 9, 2-point shooting, 2 of 7, 3-point shooting. So they got a number of shots off, did the Cardinals. They finished the quarter 5 of 16 from the field. Houston 2 of 6 and 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. So just 8 shots compared to the 15 shots by the Cardinals. Houston 5 turnovers in the first quarter.
Burks on the backside rebound, gets the missed shot and draws the foul. The foul will go against number 23 of New Bremen, Michaela Ferks, her first. Free throw by Burks is long. That was, I believe, the second team foul against New Bremen. I think they had one against Mary Rindler earlier. It's not on the board, so I believe that's 2. Second one gets the shooter's touch for Burks. Splits the pair. Lead now 5.
3 unanswered since they were stuck on 5. A chance for the defense now to get another stop and try to go back to work on offense after scoring basically on their last 2 possessions.
The pass inside to Ferks. Tries to go up with it, loses the handle. Swing it. Hirschfeld open for 3. She'll fire, no good. Ferks there again with the rebound. She can get it up, but draws the foul.
Ferks has been very active tonight. She's going to get a chance here to maybe capitalize on it. Nope, it's on the floor. But she's been contested on many of her shots.
Holman, Coach Gillespie all over that play as he's basically told his team where to go to see Holman. But you know what? Sometimes it's one thing to know what's happening. It's another thing to stop it.
Do you think he was stealing signs, watching videotape?
I'm sure he was watching tape. Yeah, absolutely.
Are we allowed to steal signs? I don't know. He knew what was coming, and, you still have to be able to stop it. But he was telling his troops, Holman's coming in to get it.
Yep. Shot missed.
Boy,
Good entry.
Oh, they can't get a shot off. That was another nice interior pass.
Meyer with the pull-up jumper.
Meyer,
Katie
nice,
Meyer.
Yeah, nice night for her so far. Hit that one at the buzzer. Now that one is her 6th point. So the offense for the Houston Wildcats beginning to get a little bit more rhythm after being stagnant for about the final 3 minutes of the first quarter.
Ferks fires from 3 and answers.
Well, she won out where no one could touch her.
Yeah, right?
In
She
a way,
definitely
I
got
mean,
pushed around a lot in the paint. It's
and
been
just
physical.
having some tough shots with hands in her face. Finally gets an open look. Not a real efficient three-point shooter, just at 16%, but both her and Mia Hirschfeld tonight have knocked down triples. So that's a rarity, but definitely Coach Timmerman will take it here. His team up by 6.
Deep 3 by Krim, and she buries it. Houston with the answer, cuts the lead back to 3, 16-13 on her First National Bank scoreboard.
Krim averages 6 points a game and 3 steals. That 3 there, her first points of the ball game.
Holman with the ball fake, gets it out to Ferks. She tries to go up inside, ball slapped away. Good defense, Houston. Quickly back the other way. Toss it up to Krim. Krim picked up by Hirschfeld. And a full timeout taken by Houston. We'll take a quick break as well. New Bremen 16, Houston 13. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports. NK Telco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity basketball action on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app on channel 154 on January 23rd at 6 p.m. and also on channel 3 or 503 on February 5th at 2 p.m. and February 6th at 12 p.m. You can also watch more games live via pay-per-view through nktelco.com/sports websites and more games on demand through YouTube and Facebook. So
Tough
turnover.
break, yeah. Call timeout. You want to get your team settled, and you come out and you have a miscue with the basketball, the footwork. So you lose your timeout, and you also don't get a shot, and that's the 6th first half turnover. New Bremen, they will give it right back. So a little, I don't want it, you can have it. New Bremen, their 4th turnover of the half. They had 3 in the first quarter. That's their first after Houston committed their first turnover of the second with 5 in the first.
Just under 5 minutes to go, and Houston turns it over again. So New Bremen will get another opportunity as they cross half court. On the court for the Cardinals out of that timeout is number 2, Nelson, number 20, Rindler, number 30, Homan, number 32, Burden, and number 3, Hirschfeld. We'll catch you up on Houston's roster here in just a moment. Homan, good pass inside. Rindler with the finish and the foul.
Boy, it was nice that Homan could turn around and basically just stare down to defense. Found her open teammate. In this case, it was Rindler. A bullet pass to her got through the Houston defense. Rindler, a good catch. More importantly, Greg, a quick release off the glass.
Good finish. And on the court now, 2 for Houston is number 1, Burks, number 4, Krim, number 5, Meyer, who comes away with the rebound there, number 12, Lauren Meyer, and number 22, Travis, as the free throw missed by Rindler. New Bremen has a 5-point lead. Here is Meyer working down in the lane. Ball deflected by Rindler, saved by Nelson. And I think it's going to be out of bounds, though, off of New Bremen. It's a little hot potato there.
I think Bremen would have had it because I thought Houston was the last one to touch it. But, you don't always see what we see. And long story short, you're right, Houston survives. They get the basketball back and chance to go to work here, trailing by 5. They need to – offense has just sputtered a lot. They've had some good looks that they've missed, and I think the turnover bug kind of has taken them out of their rhythm a bit.
Katie Meyer leans in for that one and draws the foul. Really forcing the issue with that. It works. She draws the foul against number 20, Mary Rindler, and that'll be her second.
The offensive player definitely has the right of way, and she kind of leaned her way into that, and the defender paid the price with a personal foul, the second foul on Rindler.
First free throw by Meyer is up and good.
Houston now 2 for 3 from the free throw line here in the second quarter. Did not shoot a free throw in the first quarter.
Number 11, Varsity checks back in for the Wildcats, and number 23 for New Bremen, Ferks, as the second free throw is good, and the lead back to 3.
8 points for Katie Meyer. Again, she averages 10 points a game, 4 rebounds.
Krim steps in the passing lane there, gets the steal, can't get the finish. Meyer coming away with some Globetrotter skills there. She pulls that one out of the pile to the floor, keeps her dribble alive.
Wildcats need to score here. They had a great turnover, steal, and had a high percentage layup. They missed. They get the offensive rebound, but really for the Wildcats, they need to capitalize with a bucket here to pay off, if you will, that good defensive play that they came up with.
Here's Travis out top. New Bremen's dropped into a 2-3 zone off that last possession. Meyer swings it over to Krim. Pass over the top, and I'm sure that is exactly what Coach Tinman was looking for. A little change of pace defensively, gets the turnover.
Yeah, and the Cardinals come away with it after almost kind of giving Houston 2 points. They dodge that opportunity and get to come back to work here, build on that 3-point lead. I think the biggest lead of the game they've had was 5 or 8. I can't remember now if it was.
It was 8. It was 13
okay,
to 5.
You're right. That's when that drought, and then they hit the the Houston Wildcats at the buzzer.
So turnover there by New Bremen.
Their third of the quarter, their sixth of the half.
Krim trying to get inside, kicks it back out to Travis. Back out top to Krim. High post to Kate Meyer. Again, New Bremen dropping into that zone once again. Travis tied up for a moment. Ball slapped around, picked up by Meyer. Elbow jumper, no good. Rebound Hirschfeld for New Bremen. 2:25 left to go here in the first half. Ferks thought about the 3, swings it out top. Burden, Nelson, high post to Homan. Nobody out on Nelson, wide open for a 3, lets it fly in and out. Rebound slapped around and picked up by Krim for Houston. Krim goes up to Nelson, wisely turns away. High post to Meyer, nobody on her. She'll turn and fire from the MAC logo, no good. Right there for the board, powers it back up and in is Varsity. And now just a 1-point lead for New Bremen.
Varsity scores her first points of the game, and one of the rare times they've been able to capitalize an offensive rebound. And nice work there by Varsity, and got, again, a rare rebound, but was able to get rid of it before Homan had a chance to come over and take a swap at it.
Yeah, I would expect to see Coach Timmerman go back to his man-to-man. I think they were very, very good defensively against Houston with that as the ball gets exchanged on turnovers here. New Bremen able to retain. Dangerous pass inside to Burden. Out to Ferks, ball fake inside the foul line area off the glass, no good. As that one's going to be deflected off of Houston and stay with New Bremen. I feel like both these teams are really rushing their shots.
Yeah,
it's a zone, and it's kind of designed to make you go faster than you want to. And some of the shots I think these players have, they're a lot more open than they realize.
Yeah, just need to be patient, but what do we got here? I think number 4 got hit in the face during the last possession. I noticed on the rebound, I remember seeing her, and then the rest of that defensive play, she kind of was, could tell occupied by the eye. So
Krim will check out. Hopefully she's okay. Belle Schultz will check in for her number 3 for the Houston Wildcats in red. New Bremen with the ball. 1:05 left to go here in the quarter. Keening loses her dribble. Back out top. Keening again, back to Nelson. Nelson thought about it. Hirschfeld back to Nelson. A lot of room, lets it go from 3, in and out. Keening right there for another opportunity for New Bremen. Good cut by Nelson off the glass and in. Nice basket cut by New Bremen. Lead back to 3.
Assist to Hallie Keening. She does a beautiful job. She not only got the rebound, and then Nelson, who has had her struggles from outside, cuts inside. They threaded the needle, and she's able to catch it. Was Nelson and squeeze it up there off the glass for her first 2 points of the game, but a key there for the 5'10 freshman Keening with an offensive rebound and the assist.
You get the 20 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Felt like Houston was going to take one. That pass by Travis a little wide. Turns it over, gives it back to New Bremen. So 18 seconds left to go in the first half. New Bremen on top 2017 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
And Holman back into the ball game here the final few seconds. She had a little bit of a breather, so they'll sure give her a chance to touch it here before the.
Down to 8.
Oh, they got to hurry.
Nelson open for 3, short. Keening there again for the rebound with 2.5 seconds to go. It goes to New Bremen. So Cardinals with one more opportunity.
Now we'll see once they get number 30 the hands on the basketball.
So Firks will trigger it in underneath their own basket as Coach Timmerman quickly subs in Burden. Burden will replace Firks for the trigger as Hirschfeld checks out. 2.5 seconds left to go here in the first half. Burden looking to get it to home instead, trips it out top to Nelson. One dribble, fires, shot blocked, and that is how the half will end. New Bremen 20, Houston 17. We'll take a short break and be back for the second half. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to New Bremen. We're at halftime here, and here with our first half stats, Mr. Jeff Henschen.
Thank you, Greg. For the Houston Wildcats, first half shooting, they were 4 of 10, 2-point shooting, 2 of 4, 3-point shooting overall, 6 of 14 for the Wildcats from the field. New Bremen, 5 of 14 from 2-point range, 3 of 15 from 3-point range. Overall, the Cardinals, 8 of 29 from the field. Free throw shooting, Houston 3 of 4, New Bremen 1 of 2. Rebounding for the Wildcats, 14 rebounds. Of those, 3 are offensive. New Bremen 14 rebounds, and difference there is 8 of theirs were offensive rebounds. New Bremen capitalized somewhat on those offensive opportunities. Turnovers in the first half, Houston with 9, New Bremen with 6. Leading scorers for the Houston Wildcats, 1 point from Olivia Burks, 3 from Lauren Krim, 8 from Katie Meyer, 2 from McKenna Vondenheuvel, and 3 from Leanna Travis. Their total of 17 for the Cardinals. 2 from Marina Nelson, 3 from Mia Hirschfeld, 2 from Mary Rindler, 3 from Michaela Firks, and 7 from Homan, Chloe Homan, and 3 from Abby Burden. Homan had all 7 of her points in the first quarter. Did not score, nor did she shoot in the second period.
So here we go, start of the third quarter. Houston with the ball, and I'm sure Coach Gillespie very happy at halftime. If you saw him running off the court, he was thrilled.
Pleased, and he should be. You know, his team's playing with their leading scorer out, and they've been very competitive, and they have a chance here to cut the lead to 1.
Or tie it with a 3.
Exactly. They get an offensive rebound, so they get another chance.
Swinging around to Meyer, drives down the lane, tried to get some contact, but that's going to be tough sledding going against Homan. Her shot blocked.
Homan averages 1.5 block shots a game, got her first there.
And Krim with good hands again. That's at least the second time she's come up with an open court steal. Misses the shot.
Yeah, it's also the second time she's missed the opportunity, but her team keeps it alive.
Meyer for 3, shot no good. Rebound Nelson for New Bremen.
Tough break for the Wildcats. A couple turnovers now that they've had layup opportunities come up empty. And you factor that in a few times in the half-court sets. They've had some nice passing where they've missed some. And there's a nice job by the Bremen trying to get it to Homan on the short corner, but another missed layup for.
Yeah, that shot off the mark by Burks.
Yeah.
We talked about a little bit at halftime off air. about how Bremen should do like a short corner action, and on the very first possession,
They got it. Yeah.
They get it into Rindler out in the short corner and try to dump it into Holman.
Good defense by the Wildcats. There's Rindler again going down there, and
Firks wide open for three, knocks it down.
she's made her only 2 3-point shots she's attempted tonight. Came in at 16%. She's 2 for 2 tonight. She has missed the rest of her 2-point shooting attempts. Most of them in the paint. Most of them were contested. And
yeah, she had all day for that shot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice when you can stand there and really relax, take a shot. And we're going to have a backcourt violation called there against Houston.
I think they're going to talk. I thought it was deflected.
I thought it was too. That's why when you said that, it looked like it got pushed back there. But
obviously, angles and what people see, or it looked like it was touched. They'll leave it go. So you either got to say, yeah, I for sure saw it, or did it look like it? I mean, it's a tough break for the Wildcats. They open up the quarter. They get a steal, miss a layup. They have a turnover now. New Bremen a 6-point lead. I think New Bremen, if they get a couple buckets here, it could really take away a lot of the energy the Wildcats had coming into the half.
Wildcats are very active defensively and get another jump ball there.
They won't get the turnover, but they do stop the New Bremen offense with Holman trying to pivot it outside or swing it back out.
Hirschfeld the triggered in for New Bremen. Gets it inside to Holman to turn around. A little good pressure defense there by Houston. Get the deflection and the rebound. Meyer quickly back the other way, turned away by Hirschfeld. Nice one-on-one defense. Krim, far side, Meyer going right at Holman again, drops her shoulder, and they're going to call a jump ball on that. So that will keep it with Houston, I believe.
It will. The alternating possession favors the Wildcats. There's a lot of contact there, but the hand was also on the ball, so it's either a charge or a jump ball. The Wildcats fortunate to get the jump ball. Nice backdoor.
Meyer been active again, but as you mentioned, missing another bunny back out top. Kicking around Travis, their ball kicked by Nelson. It'll stay with Houston.
It's at least 3 of those half-court set shots on a half-court set where they've missed great percentage shots and missed a couple layups off turnover.
Krim gets a good shot off the out-of-bounds play, doesn't go. Holman tips the rebound to herself. Firks is way ahead by herself. They finally get it to her. Back out top to Holman. Swinging around, hit Holman on the re-entry. Firks, nice cut down the lane, gets the shot up, but it does not fall. Draws the foul there on that possession. Will go to the line for 2.
Her first free throws of the night, and going to have an opportunity to score now, but got to knock down the free throws. Not a real good free throw shooting percentage for the freshman. She comes in averaging 9 points a game and 5 rebounds.
First free throw rattles off.
Free throw percentage just a little below 40, so you'd like to get that up quite a bit, and she'll continue to work on that. She's a strong player. She's not afraid to go inside and battle. She's 5'10", and has had a rough night shooting, but hit a couple 3-point shots, and played good defense. So you can do more than score. You can do other things defensively.
Hits the second free throw, gives the Cardinals a 7-point edge at 24-17 on our First National Bank scoreboard. That ball deflected out of bounds off of New Bremen.
That was Rindler kind of backpedaling there like a defensive back and just doing what she could to deflect it, and she did exactly what she had to do.
Kate Meyer to trigger it in for Houston. Gets it over to Krim. Krim will bring it back out top to reset.
Krim took the elbow to the hand or the elbow to the eye in the end of the second quarter. She appears to be fine now. She has played the entire third quarter.
I was just going to say a little extra pivot there taken by Travis right in front of the official. Picks it up, and it's a travel called.
Second turnover of the third quarter, the 11th of the ball game for the Wildcats.
A lot of youth on this Wildcat team, just 2 seniors, Adriana Price and Kate Meyer. The rest are sophomores and juniors. 4:20 left to go here in the third as Hirschfeld loses the handle and steps out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to Houston.
New Bremen's third of the quarter, their 9th of the ball game. Unofficially, I've had them for 3 turnovers in each quarter so far.
This one back out top to Krim, and now as I look at the roster too, there's only 2 seniors on this New Bremen squad as well, so both these teams play a lot of youth. Should be good signs for the program for years to come. This one swung out top to Elsoff, fakes the 3. Sorry, that was Travis. Shot hit by Krim from 3-point range, cuts the lead to 4.
Just when you think maybe New Bremen, I mentioned a few possessions ago, if they can get a basket here, make it 10, make it 11, might be able to take the energy out of the Wildcats.
Firk's 3 is no good. Ball deflected off of New Bremen. It's Houston ball.
Here come the Wildcats. A bucket here can cut the lead in half or to 1. So it's been a feisty Houston Wildcat bunch. It hasn't been pretty. They've gone some scoring droughts, but all of a sudden they make some back-to-back plays, and they're right back in it. So good battle for the Wildcats.
Number 2, Marina Nelson, will check back in for the Cardinals. Krim triggers it into Meyer for Houston. 3:30 left to go in the third quarter. Bremen stays in the 2-3 zone. Krim far side to Travis. Travis swings it the other side to Meyer. Quick pass over top to Burks, up off the glass with the nice angle. Olivia Burks with the shot to finish.
Nice pass from Katie Meyer. Almost from my perspective, I was kind of looking away. It looked like it was almost like a no-look pass, and she slung it down there. And I'll say for once, it's like they finally capitalized on that good pass against the half-court defense.
And a steal on the other end by Meyer, weaving through traffic, looking to get all the way to the bucket. Instead, kicks it out to Krim. Krim at the foul line, shot in and out. Burks shot up, no good. Rebound, Rindler, New Bremen. Just a 2-point lead here now for New Bremen at 24-22. You can tell this Houston team is not going away.
Yeah, they're not. They continue to battle, and Krim picks up her second foul, but even that last possession, kind of in offense, they got a quick shot, had an offensive rebound. If that one of those shots go in, they're really playing them with a lot of energy, a lot of adrenaline, and sometimes that can carry you. And on the road here against the Cardinals, who moments ago I thought were on the verge of opening this thing up a little bit. Still a lot of ball game to go, but it just seemed like if New Bremen, I thought, could get that double-digit lead, maybe 10 or 12, it could really give the Wildcats a kind of a negative energy.
Second foul against Kate Meyer of Houston, and the third team foul now against Houston with 2:26 left to go here in the third quarter. I don't see that very often. The official was counting the players on the court. See that in football a lot. You don't usually see it in basketball too much, but verifying that there was 5 out there for each squad. Firks tempted into that 3 again. Toss it up over the top to Homan. Homan able to recover, goes up big with it. Doesn't get the touch. And the ball tied up underneath by Firks. It'll stay with New Bremen.
Well, the Cardinals really tried to get it into Homan that time, and she did. Kind of lost the handle, came up on the other side. Went up, didn't use the glass at all. Makes it for a tougher shot. Didn't score, but does get this second chance here off the offensive rebound for the team.
Firks will line up another 3 and hit again. 3 threes here in the ball game from Michaela Firks.
Yeah, she came in at just 16% on the season from that range. She is 3 for 4 tonight, so she's shot much better. Like I said, she's had trouble hitting her 2-point shots, although many of those have been contested, but 3 for 4 from beyond the arc for her 3, 6, 9, 10th point.
Maybe she saw that percentage too and didn't like it.
Well, that's you don't want to read too much of stats.
I mean, for sure.
You can really worry yourself to death that they're just numbers, and sometimes people read too much into them. But if you want to make a self-goal to yourself, making shots I think would be good as long as you aren't forcing it. But any shooter can get better at putting the ball in the basket. You're going to find some more playing time.
Krim with the runner down the lane is fouled.
Krim will be at the line for her first 2 free throws of the night for the 5'8" sophomore.
Foul goes against number 44 of New Bremen, Keening. That's her first.
Krim 6 points on the night, right at her season average.
First one by Krim up and in. Lauren Krim, number 4, just a sophomore. Pretty heady little ball player. The guard presence on this Houston team, very prevalent. They're very scrappy. Second one up and in.
Yeah, kind of like the way they battle. They're 6-9 on the season, and hanging right here with the Cardinals, and fun to watch. They play with a lot of energy, and they go at it. They're not extremely big and physical, but they make things happen.
I would say they're not big. They're definitely physical. They are ready under the bucket. But
they go at it. They're not size-wise. You think
right.
they wouldn't be that way, but they play very aggressive, and they cover a lot of floor space. There's not many times where they're all out of position. They make up the space, and they do commit to foul here. That would go on number 12, Lauren Meyer.
Free throw by Firks is off the mark.
I had Houston against New Knoxville a couple Saturdays ago, and if I called Lauren Meyer Miller the whole game, I am sorry. So Greg corrected me tonight. It's Meyer, not Miller.
Second one by Firks is good, so she gets 1 out of 2. Minute 5 left to go here in the third quarter. New Bremen 28, Houston 24 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Meyer swings this one over to Kate Meyer. Back out top to Krim. Trying to run a little weave out top here was Houston. Krim trying to get a screen. Instead goes over top to Lauren Meyer, who draws some contact and a foul. That foul's going to go against number 30, Chloe Homan. Just her first. And I believe we're going to have a timeout on the court. And it is a 30-second timeout, so I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM. I'd like to also mention that our player of the game sponsor is NK Telco, and Jeff and I will name a player of the game at the conclusion of this game. So 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Houston's basketball. Coach Gillespie takes a quick time out there to try to get a bucket here before the quarter break.
The last time they called timeout back in the first half, they turned it over as soon as they inbounded the basketball, so they're hoping not to duplicate that effort. They're going to have a set play here that try to obviously draw even here or draw closer to that 4-point deficit.
Vonnehuvel swings it out to Travis, back out top to Meyer. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Meyer looking to dribble out some time here to, like you said, get the last shot. And that one picked off by Firks. Crossover at half-court line. She's got some lane, Euro step, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Krim. 15 seconds still left to go in the quarter. Meyer will walk it across at 10.
Got to get going down to
6 seconds. Ball deflected and stolen, but stolen right back as they got a travel on Nelson. Tried to run with the ball when she had it at half court. There was a little bit of traffic, so she gets called for the travel. Was the right call. 3.3 seconds to go. House is going to get another opportunity. Vonnehuvel to trigger it in. Probably going to get it to Meyer. She's been there most active. They throw it up top. It's picked off by Homan. Homan heaves it right before the horn. Shot is off the mark. 3 in the books. New Bremen 28, Houston 24. We'll take a short break and be back with quarter number 4. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Start of the fourth quarter here from New Bremen. It's been a good one. Cardinals on top by 4. Houston with the ball in red.
Bremen's led, I think, from wire to wire, Greg, or at least most of the game.
There was one. They were down shortly in the second quarter, I believe it was. And we're going to have a
personal foul.
Offensive foul, yep.
That's a third on Katie Meyer. So illegal screen up top, and
Something to watch there because she's definitely their leader, bringing the ball up the court and setting up their offense.
8 points in the ball game. Was scoreless in the third quarter was Meyer, but 8 in the ball game.
Good pass inside to Keening, and right on cue, Meyer swats that one out of bounds. It'll stay with New Bremen. Hirschfeld to trigger it in. Gets it inside to Ferks. Ferks ball deflected. As Meyer tries to take it the distance, she'll draw the foul.
Well, they waste no time as they, again, kind of beat the Cardinals down the court, an opportunity in transition. And free throw here, a chance to score. Did not shoot very well from the field last quarter. Just 2 of 11 from the field were the Wildcats. They were 2 of 2 from the line. Make that now 3 for 3 here in the half. First of 2 is made, and for Katie Meyer, that's her 3rd in a row.
That one long by Meyer, rebounded by Rindler. As you can see, Homan not on the floor, is on the over with the trainer. In the last couple games here, she's had some ankle issues. I'm sure that's probably what they're working on. Hopefully she's okay. That ball deflected. Hirschfeld scoops it up. Back to Hirschfeld. Inside to Keening. They swing it to Hirschfeld. Back over to Rindler. Good entry into Keening. Keening gets the ball down there in front of Vonnehuvel, who just rips it away.
Vonnehuvel just, saw the ball right in front of her, kind of stole it away from Keeney.
Tough shot picked up by Burks is no good. Rindler there for New Bremen with the rebound. Back the other way, here's Ferks. Keening tosses it inside to Rindler. Rindler goes up with it strong, but nice, solid defense there by Houston, draws the jump ball.
A lot of hands up in the air, all look pretty vertical, so when the ball is shot into those hands, basically simultaneous contact or possession, so New Bremen gets another opportunity.
Hirschfeld trying to trigger it in, tosses it out top to Ferks. 6:25 left to go in the game. Nelson with the take, and she gets hammered going through the lane. Vonnehuvel making no bones about that one. Definite foul. That'll be Vonnehuvel's second.
Nelson, her first 2 free throw attempts of the night. She currently has 2 points. That was back in the second quarter. She came in averaging just under 8.5 a game, so a little bit below her average, but makes the first of 2 here. New Bremen, 58% free throw shooting team on the season.
Second free throw by Nelson is good.
And that's right where Nelson is at, also 58% herself. And she now has 4 points in the game.
Bremen back up to a 5-point lead at 30-25 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Meyer trying to create. Gets turned away by Ferks. Kicks it out to Vonnehuvel.
Had a backdoor cut. They found her anyways.
Nicely tossed up and in by Lauren Krim.
Assist to Vonnehuvel as Krim was open, and they eventually did find her. Krim now with 10.
Houston applying a little full court pressure. Haven't seen much of that here in the ball game. Bremen able to get through it. Hirschfeld trying to weave through traffic, loses the handle, and Ferks comes firing across the court. And not sure what the call was
Timeout,
on the court.
I think when Ferks slid through the court, or slid through it and caught it, Coach Timmerman right there signaled timeout.
That is correct. So we'll take a quick break as well. New Bremen 30-30, Houston 27. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
5:38 left to go in our ball game. It's a three-point game. New Bremen on top, 30-27 over the Houston Wildcats. New Bremen in white with the ball.
Nice
Quick pass inside to Rendler. Gets the foul. Can't quite get the finish.
Boy,
Good play off the out of bounds.
Exactly.
Timeout, I should say.
Burton caught it, and they flashed Rendler to the baseline. Everything worked well. They drew the foul. The shot just doesn't drop for Rendler, but chance here to score from the foul line. Would be her second and third attempt tonight.
And Chloe Homan at the scores table, so hopefully the tape does the job. She checks back in for Burton. As Rendler will line up free throw number 2. Second one off the back iron, no good. First there with the rebound. Wisely kicks it back out. Bremen with another opportunity.
His big rebound off the miss.
Get inside to Homan to Rendler, drives the lane off the glass, can't get it to go. Almost a mirror image of that last shot. She did everything right on point there, just couldn't get it to drop off the backboard.
And she's missed back-to-back shots right there. The first time she was fouled.
Trickled off the rim.
Got it here, and then gets fouled in her second attempt. She's 0 for 3 from the line. Make that now 1 for 4.
Gets the soft touch. Number 12, Lauren Meyer, checks back in for Houston. Vonnehuvel checks out.
Rendler now with 3 points in the night. She averages 3.5 and just goes over that with now her 4th point.
Gets the pair and extends the Cardinal lead to 5. Meyer bringing it across court, trying to answer for Houston. Travis back to Meyer. Skips it across court to Krim. Krim with the jumper blocked by Homan. And Homan tiptoes along the baseline, but out of bounds. Great block, couldn't quite bring it in. It'll stay with Houston.
Homan, I believe that's probably her second for sure block tonight. It came in at 1.5 blocks a game. Foul on New Bremen on the cut.
Looks like it's on Hirschfeld. That'll be her second.
Team's second of the quarter.
4:50 left to go in the game. Houston trailing by 5. Swing it out top to Krim. Heavily guarded by Nelson. Good catch. Over to Travis. Tough angle inside. Is picked off by Homan. Wide open ahead if they can get it to Ferks. A little late. That's the one, if you're Coach Timmerman, you wish you could have got back and passed a second sooner. And that's a run to the bucket layup for Ferks.
It was. It was a second late, and then I think Ferks knew she was running out of real estate, so she started stutter stepping before, knowing she was close and couldn't in the end catch up and actually catch the basketball. So turnover for the Cardinals, the third of the fourth quarter. And I have them down now for 13 in the ball game, 13 turnovers.
Meyer driving in for some contact, draws the foul against Homan. That'll be her second.
Team's third.
Vonnehuvel checks back in for the Wildcats. Meyer gets it inside to Burks. And heavy traffic puts it up, no good. Rebound, Meyer. Kick out, Travis, 3, in and out. Battle for inside, and Burks had it for a moment. I think it went off of New Bremen's shoe. It did. It'll stay with Houston.
It'll be a third opportunity now, as Burks had a nice move going into the middle and kind of have a tough shot, but then Leanne Travis, a nice looking open 3, couldn't get it to drop, so the Wildcats here are long possession. They trail by 5.
Burks,
nice move.
Yeah, Burks works inside there. And
got
almost
blocked by the rim, actually. She had the right idea. She kind of backed her way in, but just about a half a foot not enough, and got blocked by the rim.
And another tie up there caused by Krim. We'll give it back to
New
Houston.
Bremen. Yeah, New Bremen's 4th turnovers. Wildcats, boy, you think if they score here and there, you're able to chip into this, but the score remains at 5. So another chance here to kind of make the deficit a little bit shorter. Again, offense has been a struggle for them tonight. The 3rd block shot of the night for Homan.
On the breakout, here's Firks trying to gather, can't get it. Gets it out to Nelson. 3.5 to go in the ball game. Bucket here would be huge for New Bremen.
Especially at the rate of offense. You know, these 8-point leads late in the game, or 5, or whether it's 7 or 8 could be
Nelson
could be a
drives,
lot, but they give it back away.
Yeah, Nelson driving the lane, loses the handle, and kicks it out of bounds.
New Bremen has had 1 field goal attempt here in the quarter. Now they've been fouled 3 times in the act of shooting, so they've gone to the line 3 times, but the 5 turnovers has really hampered their offense. Houston's been taking decent care of the basketball, just can't put the ball in the basket.
Shot there by Meyer, no good. Rebounded Homan for New Bremen. 3 minutes to go in our ball game. Homan at the foul line, steps in, side to foul line, and knocks down the 10-footer.
It's her first made basket since back in the first quarter. And that high, there was a nice, high, soft
definitely having problems with that ankle. You can see her gingerly running off the court. A full timeout taken by Houston. We'll take a break. New Bremen 34, Houston 27. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to New Bremen. 2:53 left to go in our ball game. The Houston Wildcats with the ball in need of a bucket here as they trail by 7.
Yeah, 7 with just 2:45 to go. Offense has been tough as Homan now, well, she won't get her 4th block. She might have, but it's such a kind of a violent swing. You know, I mean, you almost have to call it because probably it was contact.
Because it looks like a foul.
Yeah, it does. Well, a break here for the Wildcats. They need a chance to score.
Katie Meyer's first free throw off the mark.
She's now 3 for 5.
Meyer lines up for the second one. It rattles home.
Make it 4 for 6.
Burden will check in for New Bremen.
10 points in the game for Katie Meyer, right at her season average. She had 8 at half. Those 2 free throws here, or 1 there in the last trip at the foul line, her first 2 points of the second half.
Homan across the middle against the press. Burden pausing for a little bit, better get it across now, does get it to Homan. 2:30 left to go in the ball game. Nelson swings it over to Rendler. A little more pressure now by Houston as time is ticking away here. New Bremen pulls out, run a little spread offense.
Nice to have a 6-foot player that can handle the basketball. When in doubt, stop, pick it up, put it above your head, and you can basically overthrow the defense or, not have anyone be in your face. And Homan's also a good free throw shooter. So if you're going to foul someone, Coach Timmerman would like the ball to be in her better free throw shooting hands, and at 77% Homan is.
A lot of time ran off there. If you're Houston, I'm a little surprised they didn't foul sooner. 35 seconds ran off there. As Homan draws the foul, she'll go to the free throw line. That's against number 11, Vonderheuvel, her 4th.
Homan 1 for 1 tonight. That was way back in the first quarter. She finished off the end 1. Again, 77% free throw shooter on the season. Homan now with 10 points in the ball game.
Number 3, Hirschfeld checks back in for New Bremen. Second free throw by Homan is good.
Soft shot. Wow. Just nice rotation and
nice
really
and
nice. Yeah, it just looks effortlessly.
Cardinals now with an 8-point lead, 1:45 remaining in the ball game. Houston going to have to put it in full gear here now.
Yeah, they need the offensive.
There's Meyer attempting a 3 in and out. Long rebound, tracked down by Krim, but thrown right to Homan for New Bremen. Nelson up ahead to Rindler. Rindler wisely pushes it back to Homan. As a foul committed out top, I believe, against number 1, Olivia Burks.
Her third foul, and Homan back to the line. She's 3 for 3, and I maybe used the wrong adjective there or adverb. I said effortlessly. She shoots it with not a lot of effort. It just looks fluid is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And she's good rhythm, good rotation, so hopefully her heel isn't bothering her too much. A free throw here will give the Cardinals their 10-point lead, and it does.
38-28, 1:20 to go on our First National Bank scoreboard. Houston trailing by 10.
Biggest lead in the game now for the Cardinals is this 10. Holman with 13 points.
Katie Meyer down the lane, kicks it over to Burks. Lost the handle and travel called.
And unfortunately, they actually score. Now I wonder, you said she lost the handle. So how can you travel if you don't have the ball?
Yeah, I was just going to say, too, to me, that's a new rule, right? Like back in the day, if you did that, that was a travel every time.
But she never
But
had
now,
it.
if you they call it a juggle.
Yeah,
I'm old school. That's a travel to me every time.
I don't know. It looked weird, but she never
Because
had the ball.
otherwise you could just juggle it all up the floor.
I think there's intentional juggling, like you work at the circus,
right.
And then there's the mishandle where you're actually a basketball player. So you probably work at the circus, guessing people's weight and their age.
Never
Meanwhile,
know.
I played basketball, and when you juggle it, you can't travel if you don't have the ball. But it looked weird and tough break because she made the shot.
She did, yes. And
Homan,
back to the free throw line is Homan.
Well, she's cashing in there. She now is perfect from the line. 2, 4, 6 for 6.
So Homan back to the line again, 1:04 remaining in the ball game.
Wow.
And she is knocking down the free throws. And now with a 12-point lead.
Under a minute to play.
Meyer, quick trigger three. It's off the mark. Rebound, Firks for New Bremen. And Firks going to have to get it out of there. She kind of thought Meyer was going to foul her, didn't. Nelson down to 40 seconds. And a travel called against Nelson. So pays off a little bit there for Houston. It's going to be too little too late with just 42 seconds remaining in the game and trailing by 12. Meyer gets it across, gives it to Krim. Corner into Price, thought about the three. Back out, Meyer will fire up a three, no good. Rebound, Nelson for New Bremen. And that will all but do it here as the Cardinals walk it across. And think you're going to be able to dribble this one out.
Taking care of business at the foul line here in the fourth quarter. They're going to go 10 for 12 in the fourth quarter from the line. And that, along with some poor shooting for the Wildcats in the fourth quarter, just 1 of 11. Couldn't get anything to drop. The Wildcats gave an effort, but when you can't score, it's really tough to make comebacks. And then the Bremen did them no favors by making their free throws.
So final horn here from New Bremen. The Cardinals take the win 40-28 over the Houston Wildcats as Jeff goes through and calculates all the stats. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, WCSM Radio. Also like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Our Keys of the Game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza. Our timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. And our mid and post-game stats sponsor, Grand Lake Health Systems. I'd like to remind everyone that NK Telco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity basketball action on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app. On channel 154 will be replayed on January 23rd at 6 p.m. and on channel 3 or channel 503 on February 5th at 2 p.m. and February 6th at 12 p.m. You can also watch more games live via pay-per-view through the NK Telco website at nktelco.com/sports. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube and at Facebook or at the website at nktelco.com/sports. Quarter scoring for the ball game went like this. After one quarter, New Bremen was up 13-7. And at the halftime break, Cardinals 20, Houston 17. At the end of three, it was New Bremen 28, Houston 24. And as Jeff mentioned, a very good finish down the stretch for New Bremen, especially at the free throw line, not necessarily in the half court, but able to convert on the free throw shooting down the stretch, and they pull out a 12-point win, 40-28. Here with our post-game stats, Mr. Jeff Henchen.
Thank you, Greg. For the Houston Wildcats, overall shooting for the Wildcats, 6 of 26 from two-point range, 3 of 10 from three-point range. Overall, the Wildcats were 9 of 36 from the field. New Bremen shot 6 of 16 from two-point range, 5 of 18 from three-point range. Overall, the Cardinals 11 of 31 from the field. Free throw shooting, Wildcats of Houston 7 of 10. New Bremen a pretty good 13 of 18 from the foul line. More importantly, they were 10 of 12 from the free throw line in the final fourth quarter. Good free throw shooting helps the Cardinals. And rebounding, the margin, or the Wildcats pulled down 23 rebounds, 9 offensive. And the New Bremen Cardinals, I should say, had 27 rebounds, 11 offensive. Turnovers, Wildcats committed 16. Likewise, Cardinals 16 turnovers. Leading scorers for the Houston Wildcats, 10 apiece from Lauren Krim and Katie Meyer, 3 apiece from Olivia Burks and Leanna Travis, and 2 from McKenna Vonenheuvel, their total of 28. For New Bremen, 15 points from Chloe Homan, 11 from Michaela Firks, 4 apiece from Marina Nelson and Mary Rindler, 3 apiece from Abby Burden and Mia Hirschfeld, their total of 40.
Thanks, Jeff. Those ball game was very well contested the whole way throughout. Definitely wouldn't call it a big 12-point win there at the end. Like you said, it was only 4 points going in the third quarter. New Bremen fortunate and handled their business down the stretch. Again, Chloe Holman coming in and knocking down 6 straight free throws, I believe, there at the end.
Yes, in the fourth quarter.
That really helped extend that lead and get them to the victory. So congratulations to New Bremen as they will go above 500 now for the season at 8-7. And with the loss, the Houston Wildcats will drop to 6-10. Before we call it a night, I'd like to talk about our player of the game, sponsored by NK Telco. And tonight that's going to go to number 23, Michaela Firks for New Bremen.
She had a tough night shooting 2-point shots, but came up with 3 3-pointers to keep her team in the lead throughout the night, well above her season percentage. She was 3 for 4, 75%. She also contributed a field goal in there, or 2 free throws for a total of 11 points for the freshman. Thought she played a good, solid game considering the shooting at first wasn't there, but played all around, played a lot of minutes for the Cardinals, and we're going to give our NK Telco player of the game to Michaela Firks for her effort tonight in the New Bremen win.
So congratulations to Michaela, and also congratulations to Coach Andy Timmerman on the victory. Once again, New Bremen Cardinals win the game 40-28 over the Houston Wildcats. I'd like to thank my partner, Jeff Henchen. My name is Greg Burning. Thanks for watching, and have a great evening.